All right. Once again, I found something I like, and these gentlemen, I recognize this name. I know I've made some videos kind of making fun of some of their techniques. I don't know if it's exactly these same two gentlemen in each video, but the username down here is definitely familiar. But this time, I like what they're doing. So this gentleman is coming forward. He's going to push this gentleman and even kind of grab him by the throat. No. And then he, boom, look at that. All right. Okay, so they're going to demonstrate. There you go. Correct. Okay. So I'm assuming this little part here is just saying that's now not to respond, which is this gentleman is demonstrating responding with fear and panic. Like, get your hand off me. Okay. But this time, okay, see, he brings his arm up underneath and just brushes that arm off, which is a totally valid technique. Now, that guy had his arm fully extended and his body turned. So this hand here, he would have had to turn and throw that punch. So this guy, I wasn't too worried about that punch coming. And this is probably just more of a guy pushing. But he brings his arm up into the outside and he steps around and behind him. So if this gentleman wants to keep attacking him, he's going to have to turn. Takes that deep step in. He's got his arm wrapped around this guy's upper body or just below his chin, so maybe even his throat. And you could do a Seagal thing right here too. Just turn that into a clothesline, chop him right in his windpipe. But the important part is down here. Now, when I learned this, I know it's called a reaping throw, a sweep. I learned it as a pendulum sweep because you're swinging your leg like a pendulum. And when you first learn it, you're swinging your leg way up and whoop, like that. But obviously, as you get better at the technique, that initial swing starts to get less and less and less, and then you're just stepping in and chopping that leg out. So maybe pendulum sweep isn't the best name for it, but I like the imagery that it creates in your mind. At any rate, he's catching this gentleman right behind his knee. That leg's going to just go right out. He's already got one leg up off the ground, so he's going to go for a ride. Whoa! That guy did a hell of a break fall there, got his arm down, landed good. This leg should probably be curled just a tad more. He came down kind of hard on that knee, but other than that, and then, boom, finishes off with a straight downward punch. Now you see how he's got his, he's in a nice wide stance. He's got that leg bent and angled, so he can get a little hip action into this as he punches down. Plus, he has gravity behind him, so and all his upper body weight. So you can throw a real great punch that way. And if you probably want to go for the temple right here, nice soft part of the skull and sends a shockwave right to the brain, and you can bounce this dude's head right off the whatever you're fighting on, most likely concrete if you're outside. And then I like go for that knee drop WWF style, whatever. But then at this point, you really just want to back up and see what this guy's going to do next, see if the fight's over or not. And as he goes to get up, you just go around him. If he rolls this way, go this way. If he wants to roll this way, just go that way. And keep making him turn to face you. And that gives you more time to not only assess the situation, but counterattack if you need to. There you go. Anyway, good job, fellas.